When did you know something was happening like this that we're now seeing in the statistics?
Well, throughout American history, there's been a steady undercurrent of Asian hate crimes throughout. But when there are events of xenophobic hysteria, then it swells up. And we are going through that right now, particularly because former President Trump, or as Defendant Trump, as you referred to him, started using the words China virus or Wuhan virus or Kung flu. That just galvanized xenophobes, and there was a swelling up of violence against particularly elderly Asian Americans. There's that case that's been quite well publicized now of an 84-year-old Thai man who was pushed down by a young man, and he died from those injuries. So this is just becoming a problem throughout the country, particularly where there are large Asian American populations, like here in California, on the West Coast generally, and on the East Coast, Boston, New York, thereabouts.
And of course, Vice President Harris, having been San Francisco District Attorney, knows this phenomenon well. She certainly prosecuted cases involving this horrible problem. The New York Times is reporting a community leader in Oakland saying, quote, "Our seniors are afraid to walk their own streets." And I imagine when you were hearing Donald Trump say China virus, and you were seeing him especially eager to throw that term at Asian reporters in the White House briefings, that of course, there was an incitement in his use of that term.
Yes. Oh, there was a mean, nefarious intent behind Donald Trump. But you referred to President Biden's executive order during the first week of his administration, and in Congress, Congresswoman Grace Ming has introduced Asian hate bill, and in the state assemblies in California, Assemblyman David Chu and Al Muratucci have introduced bills. But most importantly, on the community level, community organizations have been putting together young volunteers to accompany elderly Asian Americans on their walks. They go on walks for their exercise, so that they are protected. And these volunteers aren't just Asian Americans. It's multiracial, whites, blacks, Latinos, as well as Asian Americans joining in on this program. So the community is reacting to that. And the law enforcement against hate crimes is becoming particularly vigorously enforced.
George, what is it like for you, having been in one of our disgraceful internment camps during World War II as a child, and now coming this far in this country? Surely at some point you had to think we were going to leave these kinds of things behind.
Well, I grew up. I was 5 years old when I was incarcerated with my family. And I remember the anxiety, the weeping, and the fear that I felt. I remember the barbed wire fence, the sentry towers, but I really didn't understand it. But after we were released, after the war, I started to understand that there's something about that was wrong about me. And I felt guilty being Japanese. And when the school teacher took roll, I beg pardon? I'm hearing things.
Oh,
I mispronounced my name. Rather than correcting the pronunciation of my name, I assumed that mispronunciation, hoping that that makes me less Japanese. And so I've been always conscious of that post. And so I've been active in each one of the cases when there was a surge of anti-Asian hate. So it's been a part of my life, and that's why I've published books. I'm working on another one right now, and we put together a Broadway musical on the subject of the imprisonment of Japanese Americans.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. You should know that you can follow today's top stories and breaking news and catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.